almost all of you are trained by your parents and by society and by your teachers and even by your lovers that their response to you should matter to you more than anything else. So they train you, well-meaning, but still they train you that if you behave in a way that doesn't please them, then they let you know it. And if you behave in a way that does please them, then they let you know that. But it doesn't let you build your grid because you're working on theirs all the time. In other words, you're doing everything you can to keep mama happy, or to keep lover happy, or to keep the government happy, or to keep your employer happy. But you've started in the specifics and you've left out the general, so to speak. So in other discussions, we have explained this to you like this, that as you are source energy before you come into this body, and a part of you comes into this physical body, and you explore the details, and you know what you don't want, and you know what you do want, and you launch these rockets of desire. The source energy part of you continues to be the expanded vibrational version of what life is calling through you. And over time, this non-physical part of you expands often into a higher frequency than you allow yourself to go to. And so there's this vibrational rift between you and you that equals how you feel. Now, when you close it, you feel love. When you widen it, you don't. When you close it, you feel secure. When you widen it, you feel insecure. Well, most people aren't aware of this. They're not tending to this. They're tending to this. How can I make her happy? What can I do for her? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Because I'm getting my feedback from your response to me instead of getting my feedback from your response to me, you see. So that's why it can go along fine. Everything can look like it's doing good. You're jumping through the hoops in all the right ways. You're reasonably happy, but you feel this emptiness because you're not tending to this. So we've been talking about this for a long time. Today we're talking about it in a new framework, in a new way of understanding it. We're saying you want to go so general that you allow yourself to connect to the source within you. And it is only when you are in alignment, completely in alignment with who you are, that you can then be out there. Oh, let's start again. So here you are walking around with your lover, having experiences, having life experience, living in your house, driving your vehicles, having your experience with children. In other words, you're out here on the leading edge having all of that. And the source within you is out there having those experiences with you. But there is a disconnect. You're not allowing yourself to feel fully all that source feels because you haven't been tuning yourself consciously to the feeling of source. You've been tuning yourself consciously to the feeling of manifestations, to the feeling of conversations with other humans. Is this making some sense to you? So you're getting it conceptually. So now what to do about it? So the question that must be bubbling within you as you're listening to us is how can I build that foundation? In other words, until you have discovered, the phrase we use that we think is very clever, not ours, but we adapt it in a particularly delicious way, looking for love in all the wrong places. And what we mean by that is if you're looking for the love before you've found the base connection with your own emotional connection to your source, then it will always feel like there's something missing.